I am watching The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix. Episode 2 is titled The Masque of the Red Death. Spoilers ahead. Episode 2 focuses heavily on Prospero Usher, who is Roderick's youngest son. And he throws a very ill-fated rave at an abandoned warehouse. So let's talk really quick about the short story, Masque of the Red Death. The main character is Prospero, and he is a prince or a duke in his territory. His country is being devastated by a horrible epidemic known as the Red Death. But instead of dealing with it, Prospero, the leader, the ruler, takes 1,000 of his BFFs to this old abandoned abbey. Prospero has his guys weld the doors shut. They throw this huge party, and one night they throw a masquerade. But when the clock gets to midnight, someone new steps into the party, and this new person is dressed as a plague victim. Prospero chases after this person. Once he grabs them, turns out there is no one in the costume, but Prospero falls down dead. The people in the party realize that the Red Death, the illness, is in the room somehow. They all start to show symptoms, and they very quickly die, sealed into this old abbey. Prospero's crime in the story is he denies responsibility. He just takes his leave, goes to party during a national emergency instead of taking care of the people who need him. Specifically, it is a national medical emergency. There is a plague sweeping through. In the miniseries, the Usher family own a huge pharmaceutical company, and they have made most of their money from opioid manufacturing. One of the refrains throughout every episode is, why aren't you taking responsibility for the damage that your product has done? A number of Poe's stories are about punishment in terms of like revenge or a personal vendetta. But Masque of the Red Death is about a reckoning. It's about humans who are in positions of extreme power and who they are ultimately accountable to. When you watch this series, you're going to question what's real and what's not. This character that Prospero sees dressed as the Red Death, a red cape with the skull mask on. Is she really there, or is there something supernatural going on? This is also something that happens in Poe's stories. You don't know how much of this has a completely rational explanation and how much of it might be supernatural. We'll talk about episode 3.